and then we could put some lions and...
Well, I don't know whether we can manage the lions and tigers.
Swiss Family Robinson looked like paradise, but filming it was a fight for survival. Behind every laugh and sunny smile were storms, injuries, and danger just out of frame. The cast faced tigers, snakes, and real-life disasters that nearly sank Disney's boldest gamble of the decade. Here are 15 facts you won't believe. Number 15. The idyllic swimming hole scene, meant to show the Robinsons at peace with nature, almost became a tragedy. James MacArthur, who played Fritz, the strong and daring son, was filming his fight with a massive 250-pound anaconda. The snake wrapped tighter than expected, dragging him under in the murky water. Crew members saw his hand vanish and dove in to save him, dragging him out seconds before he blacked out. What you see in that scene, the wild splashing, the struggle, the panic, isn't acting. It's a man fighting for breath. The Robinsons weren't the only ones surviving the wild. Number 14. Kevin Corcoran, just 10 years old, played Francis, the youngest Robinson and the film's beating heart of innocence. But his biggest scene nearly became his last. During production, he was asked to ride an elephant named Rocky through pounding surf near Tobago's shore. Mid-take, a sudden wave slammed into them, sweeping Corcoran beneath the elephant's massive foot. Crew members shouted in panic. One more step and he would have been crushed. Then another wave rolled in, lifting the animal just high enough for him to crawl free. It was a miracle in motion, a child actor surviving the very forces of nature the movie pretended to tame. Number 13. In an era of studio-bound filmmaking, the family at the heart of the Swiss Family Robinson plunged into real wilderness, filmed on the Caribbean island of Tobago, where every rustle, wave, and cliff edge was real. Behind the wholesome unity of the Robinson family was real tension. The cast spent months isolated on a tropical island, far from comfort and modern life. Heat, insects, and exhaustion pushed everyone to the breaking point. But something beautiful happened. The cast began relying on each other emotionally, forming a genuine family bond. When the cameras rolled, their hugs and laughter weren't just acting. They were real expressions of love and fatigue. That raw humanity gave the film its heart, reminding audiences that family isn't perfection, it's endurance together. Number 12. The film's tiger, meant to embody primal danger, refused to cooperate. Trainers couldn't control it and the cast was petrified. In one key scene, when the tiger charges toward the camera, that fear on the actors' faces is completely real. The cameraman later said he could feel the animal's breath through the bamboo cage protecting him. Trainers swore the tiger couldn't leap from the pit. It did, forcing the crew to rebuild safety barriers overnight. What the audience felt wasn't movie danger. It was nature, roaring back against man's illusion of control. Number 11. The iconic treehouse, a beacon of childhood fantasy, was built high in a colossal living salmon tree in Tobago. The enormous set was genuinely precarious, but strong enough to hold up to 20 crew members and tons of equipment. Imagine the actors, perched on a branch 50 feet up, performing complex scenes as a hurricane-prone tropical storm rages nearby. This wasn't a soundstage fantasy. It was a testament to the cast and crew literally risking their lives to film a story about survival and building a home from nothing. Number 10. They say art imitates life, but during filming, life tried to destroy the art. The shipwreck scene, the very heartbeat of the film, was filmed during a real tropical storm off Tobago. The crew fought violent waves while cameras rolled, not acting but battling for survival. Equipment was swept away, parts of the ship's set sank, and a few crew were injured. Director Ken Anakin refused to call it quits. He believed the chaos gave the scene its realism. What audiences saw wasn't staged, it was history captured mid-tempest, a moment when filmmaking and survival became one and the same. Number 9. That same tropical storm, one of the biggest ever to hit Tobago, also flooded the sets on land and destroyed parts of the magnificent treehouse. The crew, instead of giving up, rallied to help the local Tobagoan natives clear debris and rebuild their own homes first, echoing the film's core value of community resilience before returning to fix their fictional home. Nature wasn't just a backdrop, it was a co-star. Number 8. The remote location, the oppressive heat, the constant threat of storms, and the demanding pace of a massive Disney production led to intense unhappiness among the British film crew. At one point, they threatened to mutiny, abandon filming, and return home over wages. This real-world crisis of morale, the struggle to keep going, echoes the family's own moments of near defeat, blurring the line between the film's fiction and the production's battle for completion. Number 7. The animal roster on set was massive. 8 dogs, 2 giant tortoises, 40 monkeys, 2 elephants, 6 ostriches, 4 zebras, 100 flamingos, 6 hyenas, 2 anacondas, and even a tiger. That turned daily filming into barely controlled chaos. Animals would escape mid-scene, steal props, and even injure crew members. A zebra bit its trainer, and a tiger's sudden lunge terrified everyone. Yet, the filmmakers refused to use sedated or trained substitutes. They wanted nature unfiltered. The result was dangerous, but breathtakingly authentic. The film's wild beauty, those moments where chaos feels close, came from genuine unpredictability. It's cinema's wildest trade-off, risking safety for raw truth. Number 6. Ken Anakin may have directed one of Disney's most beloved adventures, but during filming, he was facing personal turmoil. Struggling with failing health and immense studio pressure, Anakin often hid his physical pain from the crew. He would step away between takes, pale and exhausted, then return with that same booming energy to inspire his team. That quiet bravery seeps into every frame of the movie. The shipwreck, the survival, the triumph. It's the work of a man who, even in suffering, refused to let his story, or his crew, fall apart. Number 5. Walt Disney didn't just finance the film, he lived it. During production, he visited the island often, spending days exploring the treehouse, fascinated by its design. He even ordered an exact replica built in Disneyland afterward, saying it reminded him what family should feel like. The movie wasn't about escapism to him. It was a parable for resilience and love. Disney called it the purest expression of adventure and home. For a man who built dreams from imagination, this was one dream born of sweat, sunlight, and sincerity. Number 4. During breaks from filming, James MacArthur, Fritz, the bold Robinson's son, went scuba diving in Tobago's clear waters. One dive turned terrifying when a shark appeared just yards away. Everyone bolted for the surface in panic, hearts pounding. Only later, when the fear eased, did the crew laugh that it wasn't looking for an autograph. From then on, every ocean scene carried that tension. MacArthur's calm wasn't acting, it was defiance, a reminder that he'd already faced the ocean's danger for real. Number 3. Swiss Family Robinson wasn't expected to become iconic. Walt Disney himself considered it a simple family adventure, but audiences found something deeper. In post-war America, people longed for hope, for stories about rebuilding and surviving together. The Robinson struggles became symbolic of mankind's resilience. Families left theaters inspired to reconnect, live simpler, and be grateful. It transformed the film from entertainment into generational wisdom, a cinematic campfire passed down to remind us what truly matters: love, courage, and unity against the unknown. Number 2. The subplot involving the pirates and Roberta, Janet Monroe, who is disguised as a boy, is much darker than a simple kidnapping. Her grandfather's urgency to ransom her reveals the terror that the pirates will discover her gender. In a film aimed at families, the implied threat of what a group of marauding pirates would do to a young woman, a subject the film quickly sidesteps, carries a terrifying undercurrent of vulnerability in a world without law or protection. Number 1. The source material, written by Swiss pastor Johann David Weiss, was intended not as an exciting adventure story, but as a long story-like sermon for his own children on the importance of Christian values, self-reliance, and applying scientific knowledge. Walt Disney's genius was in taking this moralistic blueprint and injecting it with swashbuckling adventure and romance, turning a lesson in virtue into a thrilling spectacle of human possibility. Bonus fact: in the movie, the Robinsons built their towering jungle home from the wreckage of their ship, a symbol of human spirit rising from disaster. When filming was wrapped, That same handmade masterpiece stood proudly in Tobago's lush hills. The local government, captivated by its craftsmanship and beauty, purchased the real Swiss Family Robinson treehouse from Disney for just $9,000 instead of letting it be dismantled. For a few magical years, it became a national treasure, a pilgrimage site for fans who wanted to touch a piece of movie history. But in 1963, nature reclaimed it. Hurricane Flora swept across the island and reduced the treehouse to memory. Still, the dream refused to die. Today, you can climb through its living replica at Disney's Magic Kingdom in Orlando, where the adventure and the spirit of the Robinsons lives on in every creaking step. If this brought back memories, drop your favorite Swiss Family Robinson moment in the comments and tell us which classic to cover next.